Mark Rose here, Shore Leave 30 Autograph Magazine. The man does not need to be introduced, but yes, I will. It's the very good-looking Mr. Malcolm McDowell. How are you, sir?
I like that introduction. I'm very well, thank you.
Good. You look great.
Thank you.
You're such, as they say, a seasoned actor. You're an icon in our history. And
I'm
film.
an old actor, but I've been around the block a bit.
Yes, sir. Yes,
but,
sir. You've got a
luckily,
great start.
I'm still here.
Yes,
still working.
Well, we love seeing you at conventions now. Coming up, our friend Chris Rowe brings you out to conventions. We've known Chris a little while now, and I know there's a bio and things written about you. But what I want to ask for my readers and fans, and I'll start from your words: how did you get the acting bug? How did you get your start in the field, sir?
Oh, well, it goes back a long time. But when I was at school, which was a public school, which you call a private school,
yes, sir,
here in America, they had production every year of a Shakespearean play, and also at Christmas what we used to call a pantomime, which was a musical comedy or whatever. And I got cast to play Aladdin in Aladdin, and then I went on to play in all the great Shakespeare plays that there are, I think. I don't know how many years I was at the school, but I certainly must have done at least 8 to 10 full-fledged Shakespeare productions, which was great.
Yes, my God.
So I always thought, well, when I left school, I could always fall back on acting if everything else failed, and of course it did.
Well, we know you're such a great actor in so many roles, and my column's called the Sci-Fi Scene, and we write a lot about nostalgia, sci-fi, horror. You've done a lot in that realm, in that genre.
Sort of, yeah.
A little bit. I mean, you did the Generations. You were Dr. Soren.
That's right.
That was an outstanding role. So you've touched the Trekdom for the fans that are definitely into Trek.
Well, I'm the one who, of course, got rid of Kirk.
Yes, the only one that we know that really got rid of Captain Kirk.
Aren't we relieved at that? Although I must say, Bill Shatner's a friend, and he's a very amusing man, and not to be taken too seriously.
Okay, right. Very well put.
As he said, "Yeah, you shot me in the back." Well, I can only do what the script says.
That's
Bill.
right. You got to do what they.
I mean, I'd love to have kicked you in the teeth, but I'm bound by what these writers tell me to do.
Indeed.
But,
yes, indeed. And the iconic Clockwork Orange. How was that, and how was it working with Stanley Kubrick, sir?
Well, we only have 10 minutes here, so we don't have too long.
And we're down to like 6, right?
Right. So, well, Stanley, was one of the most amazing directors I think that's ever lived. So if you look, I think Stanley, what sets him apart from every other director is that he attempted a film in pretty much every genre. I mean, he did horror, science fiction, he did
military,
fantasy, romantic. I mean, he covered everything, which I honestly can't think of another director. I mean, there are, of course, great directors like John Ford, who I put at the very pinnacle, but, you always knew it was a John Ford film. And, of course, he's known mostly for his westerns. He did other great films, of course, but I think Stanley was very unique in that he managed to cover so many genres of films.
Yes,
and that was and he had a tremendous intellect. He was a very smart man and a brilliant chess player. I never, ever played chess with him. I managed to avoid that.
Right, okay.
I thought he was my director. I didn't need any more humiliation. But I did manage to play ping pong with him, and he never managed to beat me at that. So every time I would say, "Ping pong, Stanley, do we have time?"
That's
thrash.
And
he'd try and intellectually figure it out, come in with some other ridiculous shot, like a big Chinese, throw it high, and I just wait, and boom, slam.
I love to see that.
Back to the drawing board, Stan, on that one.
Good for you. That's a fantastic story.
Yeah, he's a good man. He was a very good man.
And you got to work, and you were excellent in that role, sir. That's another iconic film that fans are buzzing about downstairs now. Is Clockwork Orange.
amazing. It's only 40 years old. So
only. See, and you don't look a day over 29.
That's right. So. Just dye my hair, get right back into it.
Now, you also did, I just want to touch on one more film. You've done so many.
Yeah.
But Time After Time was one of the first things I think you did here in America with Mary Steenburgen, and it was just playing H.G. Wells with a time machine chasing Jack the Ripper. How was that for you? That was such a good role. I
love that part. It's one of the few kind of hero-type parts that I played. You know, they don't often give them to me, so I was very happy to do it and let David Warner take the heavy for a change.
Yes.
Normally I would have played that part, so I was thrilled that he had that creepy part to play.
Yes, he did.
And he was wonderful in it too.
Good.
And Mary was fantastic, and I always like to say it's one of my favorite films because I got 2 children out of it.
Yes, you did.
And
yes, you did.
Really can't say much better than that about a film.
That's true.
And,
yes.
Very
good. Do you keep in touch with Mary right now?
I do. We live in the same town, in fact, still, and a small town. So I get to see her and Ted a lot, you know. And of course, we've still got the interest of the 2 children, although they're not babies anymore. They're in the
what ages are they, sir?
They're in the mid-20s now.
Okay, fantastic. Very good. My son's 28, so yeah.
Yeah.
They're very good. Outstanding.
Yeah.
Now, I want to touch on just 2 more things, and we'll wrap this up. Heroes. You, Linderman, you know, my God, there's a lot of fans here that love that sci-fi series Heroes, and I hear there may be some more things in store, so what can you tell us that is or is not allowed to be said about your role in Heroes, sir?
I'm back. I mean, I'm not wearing this for nothing. I'm back. It's
good.
It's a slightly different character than the one I played before. Because I don't think that this Lindemann is a real person. I think he's either a spirit or a godly figure or possibly the other side of that.
Wow.
I don't know. He's certainly not a live human being with flesh and blood, although he looks it. But things seem to pass right through him.
That's outstanding. Very.
But I don't think I can say any more than that.
No,
but,
very good. We followed it, so I mean, yeah, we're fans. So
it's an amazing deception of stuff, and you think that I may be his conscience or maybe not, and then it's actually it's all revealed by episode 8.
Okay,
it's a big episode, that one. I'm on 6, I think.
Okay, great.
I haven't finished 6 yet.
Good deal. Yeah. Fantastic. We look forward to it.
Yeah, it's a great show. It's back to its original. It's kind of lost its way a bit last time.
Yes, sir.
So they said. I mean,
well, they did need you back.
I say that because I wasn't in it, but
that's right. That's why
but the truth is,
yes,
the writing is spectacular, and
good.
The cast, my God.
Yeah, good people.
Excuse me. Yeah, there's a wonderful girl that I work with, and she's fantastic. Of course, Adrian Pazda,
of course,
and Ali.
Sure.
They're great. You know, we know about them. Yeah.
Good. Very good. Now, for you, coming out to conventions, I know our friend Chris Rowe brings you out.
Yeah, he twists my arm.
Yes, he twists your arm to meet the fans and sign for fans.
Yeah.
But because I'm with Autograph Magazine, how is it for you meeting fans, interacting, and signing that autograph to them? What's your take on all that?
It's a pain in the ass. I gotta come all the way across the country to sign a few bloody pictures. I mean,
I love it.
Seriously, it's a pain in the ass.
Yes, indeed.
But you know, it's. I don't do too many of these, you know. Right. So when I do them, it is nice to occasionally meet the people that actually go see the work, because you know, otherwise you live in a bit of a bubble. You know, I mean, I've got another young family, and I'm pretty much at home the whole time.
Sure.
With my young kids, so I never really get to meet the fans. So occasionally, it's very nice, and they're very respectful, generally speaking.
Right.
And
yes. Generally,
you know,
they are good.
Yeah,
fans. You're gonna get a few that are.
I've never had that, to
good.
be honest.
I've
done 4 or 5 of them now, and
Great.
I've only met really nice people, actually.
Outstanding.
Very nice. And I think people that come to these things it's a bit of an effort for them too, and it costs them money, and so they have to be real fans, and they have to be really interested, and I think they are.
Great. And are you a collector of anything, sir? I mean, I know these people
I'm a
collect
huge
autographs.
collector, but it doesn't.
What things do you enjoy?
I collect tin toys, old American tin toys.
Wow.
So I've got a
Like,
big
and
collection.
some of the old robots and things like that?
No,
the
I'm
old-
talking 1870s,
Oh,
1880s.
wow.
I'm talking about the first toys that were
Fantastic.
made in America. They're called hill climbers. You friction toys. You run
And
like
then
that.
they go,
and they
yes.
and they
Oh
trundle.
my God! So you collect those?
So I collect those. I've not bought one of those though for about 8 or 9 years now, because I think I've sort of got them all, and I made the mistake of buying someone's collection. And that was a big mistake, because I used to love going and finding one.
That's the treat of it, I think, too.
That is the
about it.
treat.
Yes,
Then if you
sir.
buy a collection, then you have them,
Then you
and
have it.
you can say, "Oh, look at my collection." People go, "Yeah, they're all pretty much the same, aren't they?" And no, this is slightly different color here, and you see this
Sure.
is another figure.
But if you have a story with things that you've collected, yeah.
It's way better to collect them.
Yes, sir.
Don't ever do that and make that mistake. And I collect with my wife. We both avid collectors. Wherever I go to shoot a movie, we always look Yellow Pages, antique shops, and folk art,
Outstanding,
and
yes.
we're running out all the time. We're looking for American folk art,
Okay.
which is really what I collect now the most.
Very good.
I just adore American folk art, but it's getting so expensive.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy,
Yes, sir.
crazy
It is.
prices. 100 grand, 300.
Oh my God! You're talking real expensive for things.
That's taken the fun out of it.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's sort of it's no fun to go and
Sure. Have you tried like flea markets, garage sales that
Oh.
might have a few little things that you never know? They might not know what they have.
Yeah, that may have worked 20, 30 years
but
ago.
not now. Yeah, people are wise now, I think. Yes,
They
sir.
know. They know.
They do.
But you can find the odd little thing.
Yes,
which is
sir.
fun.
Outstanding. That sounds like a great hobby.
It
And
is.
What do you like to do besides that for fun with your family? What else do you enjoy, sir?
Well, I'm a golfer, so no more need be said.
There you go.
I'm
Thank
a
you.
golfer, and I would rather shoot in the high 60s, and I'm serious about this, than win an Academy Award for Best Actor
Unbelievable.
any day of the week.
Well said.
Because I'm a man of a certain age, and to do that would be my ambition. I got to 73, I've got to 74. It's just getting those last few strokes. That's really tough.
Yes, sir. Fantastic.
So that's what I'm trying to do.
Good. Good.
To
for
hell with
you.
the acting. I could care less about that.
Thank you. Very good. For you professionally, what would you like me to put in, include in the magazine that you've got projects coming up? What would you like me to say for readers and fans?
Say whatever you want. I don't care. I'm back on Heroes
Right on.
and have loads of movies. I'm rushing off as soon as I've done.
The shore leave here this weekend, or
I've got to go back. I'm shooting on Monday. I'm doing Heroes Monday.
okay?
Then I'm going up to Spokane. I'm shooting a movie with my daughter. Actually, she's in it.
Fantastic.
So I'm very happy about that, called Pound of Flesh. And then we're supposed to be making Vivaldi, this saga of this film, which has
Wow.
been on the books for 3 years.
Right.
I don't know where that's going to go. But there's a Thomas Mann novella called Mario and the Magician, and that's the one I really want to do. And we're supposed to be shooting that with Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, the guy from Sebastian Koch,
yes,
the guy
of
from
course.
that
He's
movie.
been in many, many things. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay.
And if you could collect an autograph from anyone that you would like, just because we're Autograph Magazine, who would you want?
Alive or dead?
Either. Your choice.
Well, if it's going to be another actor,
Anyone that
which
could
I
be-
would never ask an actor for his autograph because I have no interest really, but if there was one, it would be James Cagney.
Fantastic.
And if there's one other person,
Anyone. Right.
it would be Winston Churchill.
Outstanding. Very good answer. Thank you. Thank you so much for the interview,
Pleasure.
sir.
Okay.